everyone, Flora and Lauren here.
Hi.
And we want to take a minute to talk about one of my favorite topics, data visualization.
Specifically, we want to focus on data visualization as it relates to spatial data science because it plays such a crucial role in the entire analysis process from start to finish.
It really does, from exploring and getting to know your data, to interpreting your analysis results, to communicating your findings. Visualization is how we make sense of things.
Now, if we think about the beginning of the analysis process, that's where we start to understand our data and to frame the questions that we're going to ask. Data visualization has a key role to play. By mapping our data, we might start to find things like spatial outliers, a point in the middle of the ocean when we're analyzing a species that lives in the desert. We might also find patterns on that map that would lead to questions that we didn't even know we had.
And it's not just about mapping. We can use histograms to see how a numeric variable is distributed because we might want to know if our data has a normal distribution or if it's skewed. We could use scatter plots to visualize the relationship between variables, which is often an important part of the predictive analysis process. Or we can use temporal charts like line charts or data clocks to visualize trends and cycles over time.
Well, this visual exploration helps us understand the health of our data and also helps us hone in on the questions that we want to ask.
Especially when it comes to spatial analysis, data visualization is not just a decoration, it's really a requirement. And I think that we would both agree that some of the most exciting uses of data visualization are actually when we're doing the analysis. How we can combine 2D maps and 3D scenes and different charts to help us evaluate and interpret our results. And sometimes they can even help us understand how the underlying algorithm works.
I think that multivariate analysis is a really great example of this. It's a time when we're looking at multiple variables, we've got these complex relationships at play, and a map is very rarely going to be enough for us to understand the results of our analysis. By adding something as simple as a chart into our workflow, we can really start to summarize the results of our analysis in useful ways and really make sense of things in a much deeper way.
Exactly. We often need more than a map to understand our results. That's why so many analysis tools within ArcGIS create charts as part of their output. They're integral to the results, and they're generated automatically when you run an analysis.
Well, lastly, our analyses are only useful if they can be communicated and understood. This is so true, in fact, that we're going to spend the whole last week of the MOOC talking about how we can communicate effectively the results of our analysis and distill complex analytical findings so that stakeholders, decision makers, and the public can understand them and use them to drive decision making.
I think for now, a key takeaway is that spatial data science can't happen without thoughtful visualization at every step. And ArcGIS has lots of tools to see you through the process.